Hi, I'm Courtney McClellan. I'm an artist and an educator and the 2021 Innovator in Residence at the Library of Congress. I'm here to share a bit about my Innovator in Residence project, Speculative Annotation. Speculative Annotation is a dynamic website and public art project. The tool presents a unique mini collection of free-to-use items from the Library of Congress for students, teachers, and users of all ages to annotate through captions, drawings, and other types of mark making. Working with library curators and students and teachers in the classroom, we developed speculative annotation to provide a way for students to speak back to history. Speculative annotation connects items from the past with the day-to-day experience of users. It was made with a K-12 audience in mind, with the hope that primary sources from the library's collection will be used by educators. The items were shared with contextual aids, including curator annotations and links to additional resources for further research on the library's website. What you're looking at now is a simple annotation created on speculative annotation. And after creating one, you can share it, you can post it to social media as a way to continue the conversation. And now I'm going to turn it over to our developer, Adam Arling.
Yeah, my name is Adam Arling. I'm a UI developer at Northwestern University Libraries. The application is written using the React JavaScript library, and it's basically just a collection of UI components which lay out a workspace, interactive tools, and various user controls. So this is the kind of the base layer of the app where users can view metadata about a work, save incremental annotations, and select other works to interact with. Images are rendered using the OpenSeaDragon viewer package, which acts as the second layer of the app. OpenSeaDragon provides deep zoom functionality and a whole event system handy for interactivity. The app is set up to either import local images, or it could feed OpenSeaDragon images hosted on Library of Congress's IIIF image server or your own IIIF image server. The third layer of that application is the annotation layer. So annotations on the screen, such as drawing, typing text, applying stamps, or drawing shapes, are all handled by a JavaScript library called Fabric.js. And interacting directly with web browser's Canvas API can become quite cumbersome doing anything beyond simple interactions. So Fabric.js provides a helpful layer of abstraction for common Canvas-related interactions. For example, painting a line across the screen with the mouse or your finger. Fabric makes available a full suite of prototype objects or classes, which speculative annotation uses heavily to support the user tools. Since speculative annotation is a single-page application, all the app's data is fed by either local files or data retrieved from public APIs. Library of Congress hosted IIIF manifests supply half of the metadata describing each Library of Congress work, and metadata is further supplemented by IIIF 3.0 spec manifests, which are local to the application itself. Speculative annotation uses a single top-level collection type manifest, which contains data relevant to the application itself, and then child item level IIIF manifests detail each of the application's Library of Congress works. So what's different or unique about this application? Aside from the Fabric.js interactivity, the UI is, to a certain extent, driven by IIIF structured content. So theoretically, if your organization or institution had collection or item level information saved in publicly available IIIF manifests, you could configure speculative annotation to point at your data, your IIIF manifests, instead of the Library of Congress's. And since speculative annotation application is written to consume data from a standard spec, like IIIF, instead of just an ad hoc data model, it could serve as an example to really open up the doors in creating reusable UI components. So what's also unique about this application is its potential for sharing editable user annotations if backend services were written to extend the app into the future. The annotations themselves, although visual in nature, can all be entirely represented by JSON data structures. The Fabric.js library can both create and consume these data structures. So say I wanted to share an annotation with my friend living across the world. So now my friend could say visit the app, the client UI parses the updated manifest, grabs my JSON annotations and translates these back into cool shapes and colors that they can see. So we can collaborate, we can work on revisions or come up with unimagined workflows. I think basically the IIIF structure is a reliable way for which apps, especially UI apps, can look for data in order to share.